Make my wish come true. All I want for Christmas is you. You, babe. Ooh, excuse me, I didn't notice you there. With it being the holidays and all, I figured I'd just get in the Christmas spirit. And of course, the holidays are all about spreading joy and positivity. So it should be a no-brainer that the perfect thing to do for today's video is to complain. I'm gonna complain a lot. Call me the Grinch, the way I'm about to steal all of these positive Christmas vibes by talking about the worst thing of all, anime fans. Anime fans can be pretty annoying, and believe me, speaking as an anime fan, I would know. That's why a few days ago, I put out a tweet to all of my loyal followers out there, follow me on Twitter at Kikizu by the way, asking them what their most annoying type of anime fan is, or their anime fan pet peeves. And I ended up getting a lot more responses than I was expecting. So I thought it'd be a fun video to just go through and talk about some of the most interesting ones that you guys suggested. And of course, I'll be talking about my own pet peeves as well. So it's safe to treat this video as a guidebook of sorts, a guide on how to not be an annoying anime fan. And it's objective because I said so. Don't be the kind of anime fan that watches genres they don't like and then complain about the tropes of the genre. Look, I'm not saying that you're not allowed to criticize anything. You're absolutely free to criticize a genre or its tropes. What I do mean is that there's people out there that watch the ecchi genre and then complain about fan service. It's basically that meme of a guy sticking a stick into his bicycle spokes and then getting mad at everybody else for him crashing. It's like, what did you expect? The entire point of the genre is to make your pee-pee hard.
I'm over here stroking my dick. I got lotion on my dick right now. I'm just stroking my shit. I'm horny as fuck, man.
Of course, this isn't just exclusive to ecchi. I've seen plenty of people that watch almost exclusively shonen anime complain about the fact that shonen anime consists of mostly high school boys, and it's like, yeah, that's what shonen means. Now, of course, there's plenty of shonen out there that break the mold, like Sakamoto Days or Gintama. But I do think a lot of people forget that a lot of these series are aimed towards boys, middle to high school boys. Basically, what I'm trying to say is, make sure you know what you're getting yourself into. It takes one simple Google search to look at what genre this anime or manga is in. If you don't like ecchi and fan service, I would not suggest watching My Dress Up Darling. And if you decide to do so anyways, go in with an open mind. And if you don't be surprised when these tropes inevitably happen. Don't be the kind of fan that feels the need to categorize every anime. More specifically, people that try to perpetuate the whole new gen and old gen terms, and the people that try to create a new big three. This one specifically bothers me because what the fuck do we call new gen in 5 years from now? My Hero Academia came out 8 years ago and people are still calling it a new gen shonen.
What?
I've even seen people have the audacity to call Attack on Titan a new gen. That came out in 2009. It's 13 years old. It ended last year. Don't even get me started on everybody trying to create a new big three. There seems to be this big misconception about what the big three actually is. So many fans think that it's a measure of quality, that saying Naruto, Bleach, and One Piece are the big three is saying that they're the objectively best shonen out there, or the best anime out there. When all the big three has ever meant was that these are the series that popularized anime in the West. That's all. But of course, since everything's a popularity contest, you have anime fans coining terms like the Dark Trio and the Hollowed Shadow 4. Yes, I know that second one's a joke, but it's super fucking funny, so I'm leaving it in. And of course, this means that there's daily debates on what the new big three is. Is it My Hero Academia, Jujutsu Kaisen, and One Piece? Is it Chainsaw Man, Demon Slayer, and One Piece? It's just a pointless debate to me because the big three has never meant what people think it means. And this misconception has led to people having this obsession with comparing everything to one another. And that if your shonen isn't in the new big three, it sucks ass. And it's just annoying to me. I don't like it. Don't be the kind of anime fan that judges a book by its cover. This one's plain and simple. There's plenty of people out there that are avid Black Clover and Naruto haters that haven't even watched or read the series. I'm going to conveniently ignore that I have shit-talked Naruto on multiple occasions despite the fact that I have only seen like 3 episodes of the original Naruto when I was like 7. But this pet peeve is pretty cut and dry. You shouldn't be making any judgments or critiques on something you haven't even engaged with. It is so not fair to call something trash or shit based on surrounding factors like its genre, its demographic, or how old it is. And this is something that absolutely happens. Just look at Nagatoro or Uzaki-chan. So many people like to call them incel bait and they haven't even seen the show. It's just a very shitty thing that I wish anime fans would stop. Don't be the kind of anime fan that ranks everything exclusively on a scale from mid to peak fiction. Yes, this one's not that big of a deal, but it can still get pretty annoying. It just offers nothing to a conversation or discussion about anime when the only 2 terms you throw out is, oh, this anime's mid, or oh, this anime's peak fiction, without elaborating on why. And beyond that, they're just annoying terms. They've been used to death. I say them as jokes in my videos sometimes, but I cringe saying them, so yeah. Don't be the kind of anime fan artist who draws characters with incorrect proportions. Yes, another nitpicky one. I just hate when fan artists draw characters that are supposed to be flat or smaller in size with massive, huge bazoombas. I just don't like it. Tatsumaki has suffered enough. Please, somebody, any fan artist out there, just draw her the correct size. Don't be the kind of anime fan who watches anime on 2x speed. Do I even need to say anything about this one? Don't be the kind of anime fan who complains at any instance of CGI. Now look, I'm not dumb. I'm not gonna pretend like CGI is perfect. It can get really bad sometimes. Look at X-Arm. But I think it's things like X-Arm and Berserk 2016 that have really poisoned the well of CGI discussions. Almost any instance of CGI gets ridiculed nowadays, and it's very annoying. Regardless of its quality, it could be the most perfect CGI you've seen in your life, and people will still be upset that it's not 2D animation. And it's such a shame because things like Hoseki no Kuni, Beastars, and more recently, Chainsaw Man have all proved that CGI has a place in anime, and it's constantly improving. So to be blunt, I think people need to stop pissing themselves over any instance of CGI and give it a chance.
Yo, give me a chance, give me a chance, give me a chance. Give me a chance, give me a chance, give me a chance.
You don't need to start liking all things CGI, and you can still be critical of it. But stop bitching about the fact that CGI exists in the first place. Don't be the kind of anime fan that always says, I hate anime fans. I mean, yeah, that's technically what I'm doing right now, but this is a little different. Now, I'm not gonna call anybody out by name, but there definitely is YouTubers that are responsible for perpetuating the whole anime is trash, and so am I mindset. Hell, I repeated that phrase plenty of times in the past. I'm sure I've made jokes similar to that in other videos. I'm not gonna pretend like I don't do the same thing sometimes. But the reason this can get pretty annoying is that it's done nothing but make anime seem way more degenerate than it actually is. And look, I know there is super degenerate shit out there. I watch it, I read it. Ecchi is one of my favorite genres. But it's this mindset that leads people to believe that all anime is trashy and degenerate shit. Because of this, a casual fan might go into Cowboy Bebop
I love the kind of woman that can kick my ass.
with the same mindset they would Eromanga Sensei, and expecting everything in Cowboy Bebop to just be degenerate weeb shit. And there's nobody to blame but anime fans for this. So yeah, this one's rather unfortunate, but it's something I acknowledge that I do myself. And I'm sure plenty of you do too. At this point, it's deeply ingrained into weeb culture, and I can't imagine it stopping anytime soon. Don't be the kind of anime fan that uses sales as a metric of quality. This one is especially prominent among Weekly Shonen Jump fans, where they'll compare their series amongst one another. Oh, Jujutsu Kaisen is constantly topping the charts and selling more than One Piece sometimes. That must mean it's better than One Piece, Black Clover, and everything else in Weekly Shonen Jump. No, that's not what it means. Sales are never indicative of quality. Just look at the recent Pokemon game, for example. That's the most broken mess of a game I've ever seen, and it still sold over 10 million copies. And I bought a copy too. Don't be the kind of anime fan that spoils things for other people. Now, I know people that follow me on Twitter right now are just punching the fucking air because I post spoilers accidentally quite frequently, and I'm sorry. I mean, I guess I just spoiled Bocchi the Rock for people. I mean, if you care about Bocchi the Rock spoilers. But yeah, this is more specifically about manga readers just casually spoiling anime onlys on anything. Truthfully, I don't know how anybody is a Chainsaw Man anime only at this point, because it's almost impossible to be on social media and not get spoiled on Chainsaw Man. Because if you mention even a single thing about Chainsaw Man, there's gonna be some 10 million IQ manga reader coming in telling you why you're wrong about your interpretation and spoiling everything about the manga just to prove you wrong. So this pet peeve should be a rather obvious one because spoilers suck, but I think a lot of people don't realize that they're spoiling people, myself included. Make sure you guys are careful out there and tag things as spoilers appropriately, and if you read the manga, shut the fuck up and let an anime only enjoy the anime unless they ask you otherwise. And last but most certainly not least, don't be the kind of anime fan that thinks they have better taste than me. It is quite literally impossible to find anybody out there with better taste than me. It is scientifically proven that I have the best taste known to man. If you think otherwise, fuck you.
No, but Evangelion's the best anime of all time. I mean, Attack on Titan's better than...
Shut the fuck up. I hope you realize that you're talking to somebody with an IQ of 500 and a Nobel Peace Prize. So go ahead and hold this L. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and depending on how it performs, I might make another one. It turns out there's a lot of people out there that have pet peeves, cause I got way more replies to that tweet than I was expecting. And if you got pet peeves that I didn't talk about in this video, you can go ahead and drop them in the comments below. I'd love to see what you have to say. Or if you have suggestions for videos in general, I'd love to hear them. I'm creatively bankrupt, so I'll take any help I can get at this point. Hell, I'm so creatively bankrupt, I don't even know how to end this video. So please, leave suggestions on how to end this video in the comments below.